That's got like, that looks like a disco
I
setup
know.
with all the lights on there.
I think you can probably do disco with that.
Oh yes, okay. So this story about the one wheel. So this guy was staying at my Airbnb right over here, right downtown LA on 5th Street. And this place is like, it's kind of a weird area. Like, downtown, it's kind of sketch, right?
Yeah.
So there's always weird people coming to stay there. And this guy came and he was so
Wait, tenants for
strange.
what? Like an Airbnb?
Yeah,
Oh,
like,
you rent it out.
I rent it out. I rent it
okay.
out monthly on Airbnb.
Oh, got it.
So this guy came and he was like, moved in from Tennessee. And he's like, I'm here to like pursue my film dreams. I was like, oh, that's cool, man.
that's
Like
cool.
a lot of people do that, you know? I'm like,
nice.
good for you.
Yeah.
He's like, but he was like, there was just something weird about him. And then he was like, oh yeah, I saw on your Airbnb profile that you're a filmmaker. And I was like, yeah. And he was like, I don't know. My wife was like, seemed like he's like trying to like, I don't know. There's something off about that guy. Like, he's like, I don't like, maybe he's trying to take advantage or something, or like, she's like, I almost get like a murderer vibe from him.
Oh,
like,
wow.
yeah. And so then like, as the weeks go on, he's sending all these crazy messages about like the safety concerns. Cause he was like a safety inspector at this Tesla factory where he worked. And he was talking about all these safety concerns that he had. And I hope he doesn't see this, by the way. Sorry, I'm talking smack. I actually thought he was a cool guy. I kind of liked him. And then he was like showing all the safety problems in my apartment. And I was like, there's like hundreds of people that have stayed there. Like no one ever brought anything up, you know? But then he starts doing work on it, and he's like fixing up my couch and like fixing up all this stuff.
Oh my God.
And yeah, it was so weird, dude. And like fixing up the wardrobe so that there was no accidents like in my Airbnb. And then I get a call from the building manager, and she's like, what's up with your weird tenant? He's like up on the roof, like reefing on the railing, like because there's a pool on the roof, and he's like going hard on the railing, like seeing if it's gonna like fall out. And she's like, I think this guy's like a scammer, like he's trying to get insurance money by like. So everybody thought there was something off about this guy, except me. I thought it was cool. But anyway, so then he moved out before his stay was up. And he was like, yeah, I had to go, like, something came up back home and I just had to leave. And it's like mysterious circumstances kind of. And then we went to the apartment, and there was all this like brand new nice stuff, like brand new set of golf clubs, like really nice golf clubs, a one wheel. What else was like, just all this loot basically that he like left there. He's like, yeah, you can keep all that and like sell it, whatever you want. And so
Wow.
Oh, he just left a bunch of stuff in your apartment?
yeah,
Like,
that
nice
was
stuff?
it. He just left it, and he's like, you can have it.
Like stuff that looked like it was stolen or what?
I don't know, man. Like that's the thing. Like it was something. Like it was just weird. Like where
Wow.
did he get all this stuff?
And he just vanished?
He just vanished.
And that's the story.
That's the story of my one wheel.
How much
yeah.
did he pay you?
He paid me for the month up front, and then that was
Just
it.
1 month?
Yeah, or however long it was. Like
Oh, it was
I
just a
can't
month.
remember. This was like a year or two ago. But
Wow.
yeah.
Anyways, guys, Roman Thomson, everybody. Usually we start with the intro, but he started with a little story.
Oh, my
Anyways,
bad.
no worries. I love it. Anyways, give us a quick, brief intro about yourself.
Well, my name is Roman Thomson. I'm an actor and a writer, filmmaker. I moved here from Toronto 7 years ago. I grew up in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, if you've ever heard of that.
No, I have not.
Bit of a tongue twister of a place. Yeah. It's above Montana and North Dakota.
Okay.
It's in the middle of nowhere. In
So
Canada.
the middle of Canada, basically?
Yeah, the middle of Canada.
Oh, wow.
So like the middle of absolutely nothing.
When did you
basically.
come to California?
2019 or like November 2018 I moved here.
And what brought you out here to pursue
acting
Oh,
and
wow.
filmmaking, yeah.
Were you already acting in Canada before?
Well, I made this film, so I was really like hell-bent on being a filmmaker, and I was doing all these like commercials, I was doing like music videos, short films, and I made this web series with my buddy, and then that one kind of went a little bit viral, and then we had this other, like we kind of like looped it into a feature film, we made a feature film out of it, and then like I was just in it because like that's how it worked out, because I was in the web series too. I never really had any desire to be in front of the camera. But then we got really positive feedback on my people were telling me my performance was really good. Especially the editor was the one who's really convinced me, because he was looking at all the takes and he's like,
wow.
"Oh, you're a really good actor. You should pursue this." So then I was
Nice.
kind of like, "Okay, I'm a firm believer in like whatever God puts in front of you, you should just you don't know what path is going to lead where, and can't be too rigid about like the outcome of things." So
when did you decide you want to pursue acting or filmmaking? Like, what was the trigger point? It's like, okay, this is what I had to do. This is my destiny. This is my calling.
Well, I guess, as long as I can remember, really, because when I was a little kid, I always loved movies. Like, my earliest memories are of movies. It's funny, the Blue Jays were just in the World Series, most people my age can remember like faintly them being in the World Series the first time in 93, but I can't remember. But I can remember movies that came out around that time, like Robin Hood or Dick Tracy or like Dances with Wolves. So it's weird that I have like pretty vivid memories of movies, like especially like adult movies like that from so long ago. I can remember seeing Bullets Over Broadway, which is a Woody Allen film. I remember seeing that when I was like a really little kid and like really liking it, which is strange because, you know, it's like pretty like sophisticated for a kid to like a little like Woody Allen. I don't know. You guys like Woody Allen?
I mean, I heard the name.
Oh,
but
okay. Well, that's something.
I
then.
mean, I don't know if I've seen the
We're
film.
young guys. We're pretty
Yeah.
young. Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't know all the references.
You got to get turned on to Woody Allen. Man.
Woody
He's
Allen?
great, yeah. He's made like, oh, dude, he's probably made like 60 films
Jeez,
with
that's
like
a
the
lot.
biggest stars. He's kind of like the way like everyone wants to do a Wes Anderson film. So you'll just see a Wes Anderson film just stacked with A-list actors. That's like Woody Allen. But
So
he's
what kind
been
of
like that
films?
for, like,
Sorry to
7
cut you off. What kind of
No
films
problem.
do you like?
Really everything, but like, you know, I like a writer director with like a vision, you know, like
Okay.
really, you know, taking different genres and breaking them down. Like Stanley Kubrick, you know, he took like all these different genres and sort of made them very unique with his own voice. So that's kind of like that kind of auteur sort of filmmaker of really, yeah. What
So-
about you guys?
I mean, I haven't done any films or any like I've done the commercials, but as a background person. But I think he has done more.
Oh, what was the Steph Curry story? You were
Oh,
gonna say?
that he has he has a Steph Curry one.
Well, I was cast as a background. I was cast as a model in that actually, but it was like basically a featured background role. It was really cool role that I did, but it was just I didn't have any lines or anything.
It was like a commercial.
It was a mockumentary TV series, six episodes on
Whoa.
Peacock. Yeah,
Cool.
yeah, it was cool.
And Steph Curry was in it?
Yeah, he was in it. It was really cool. He was right in front of me in the scene, and I was watching Reels the other day, and I saw myself on Reels. Anyways, that was my first like actual ever project that I was on. I loved it. It gave me like a kind of an itch to keep wanting to do more, and I want to do a lot more projects.
Nice. Yeah, well, that's how we met. We met
Yeah.
in an audition room,
Yep,
which was crazy because
Yeah.
they're so rarely in person these days.
I know. Yeah,
And there we were.
I know.
So would you
It
say
was dope.
a vertical series on the rise? Because that's the question we've been asking a lot of people lately who
Yeah,
are in the
for
acting
sure.
industry. Like,
I mean, like I think Fox Studios is setting up like a vertical division now, and yeah, they were on there was a vertical production company on the cover of Variety or Hollywood, one of those trades recently. So it's, yeah, you know.
have you done any of those vertical series so
Oh
far?
yeah, a bunch. Yeah. I've been in like maybe like 10 or 15 of them.
Oh wow,
That's good.
What was your first one ever? Do you remember?
I remember my first audition, that's for sure, because
Oh,
I was
wow.
like, "What the hell is this?" Like, it's like vampires and werewolves, and like such bad writing and just so cheap. I'm like,
Yeah,
"Is this
the
a
writing.
joke?" So I didn't take it seriously at all,
Uh-huh.
and then I just kept getting more and more of them, and I was like, "What
Yeah.
what?" And so I asked a friend of mine. He's like, "No, these are vertical," because I was abroad at the time doing a movie overseas, and then my friend was back here, and he's like, "No, this is like the new thing. Like everybody's doing them," and I was like, "Oh, okay." Pays really well, so like when I'll
Yeah.
play a vampire for $500 a day, sure. Right?
$500, sign me up. Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how we were too. We used to
Yeah.
go on casting. We would find these random projects where they needed like 2 friends.
Yeah.
And we did this audition. We almost booked it. It was like
For potato chips.
potato chip commercial. we got an audition for it. Me and him. And
And the Tesla one.
yeah, we had it was fun, you know, like messing
Yeah.
around and like just, you know, looking for those fun projects and stuff. But how did you start booking like roles consistently?
I don't know. Like that was the one thing that kind of made me more pursue acting was things were just kind of like picking up faster than they ever had. And I tried all this other stuff. Like I tried to have a startup and I tried to do the writing and directing thing and tried to be a commercial director, music videos, screenwriter, all this stuff. And like nothing really was hitting. But then as soon as I really like moved here, and then I don't know, I got like one role. My wife was riding in an Uber, and the Uber driver was like casting a movie. She got me in
No
it.
way.
Yeah, and
The
then
Uber driver?
yeah, and
Wow.
yeah, and he was like, and she like showed him my picture. He's like, oh yeah, he's perfect. Like cast him.
Oh, no,
Wow.
yeah, that's so cool.
Yeah, that one ended up, and that was like there was like a lot of I don't know. It was kind of a big movie, like in terms of the people in it and stuff. So it was whatever. It was cool, but then I was on another one. Like again, my wife was like, we took this acting class together, and then
Oh, you and your wife?
we did, yeah,
Oh,
together.
cool.
And it was fun. And they had this, it was the Joseph Perlman Acting Academy. Great shout out to Joseph. And they had this thing called the hook, which is like kind of a cool technique for acting coaching. And so my wife thought it was really cool. So the next day she was meeting her friend for coffee. Her friend was doing a movie with like Bella Thorne and like all these kind of like, you know, like some pretty big names in this movie. And she tells her about this hook thing. And her friend's like, this is amazing. I want to hire you as my acting coach. So my wife like took like one acting class and then she got hired as a coach the
That's
next day.
crazy.
It's so funny. And then anyway,
Wow.
so they needed someone one day because this guy showed up and he didn't look right. And so they're like, she's like, oh, my husband can do it. So I like came out and did it. So I got like 2 credits without even really starting. And then I was like, all right, I better like do this, like get some headshots. And then
Oh, wow.
as soon as I like within like a few weeks of like taking it seriously like that, on Backstage, I got a commercial, a national commercial.
Oh, nice.
And then
What was it for, if you don't mind
it was
sharing?
for a company called Fresh and Lean. Yeah. They're like a prescription or a subscription meals that like, you know, when they send it to your house, like you just like warm it up or whatever. One of
Ah,
those things.
cool.
Yeah. So yeah.
So your wife kind of got you into it in a way.
Kinda, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's one thing about like life, you know, you get a lot of your like mazel, as we call it in Judaism, or like, you know, good karma or like blessings or whatever you want to call it, comes from, you know, your marriage. So,
Oh, interesting.
That's like this-
Go into that. Talk about that more.
well, I mean, nowadays there seems to be, not really necessarily nowadays, for the last like, as long as I've been alive anyway, there's this kind of the, like sort of negative publicity towards marriage. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like
Like
all the shows.
Waiting to get married and stuff.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it just seems like lame, and everybody makes it seem like a drag, and that's kind of how it's depicted in films and television. And you know, I just feel like people are missing out on like a really good thing in life by
Yeah.
not getting married. You know, because
It's true.
it's a
Oh,
beautiful thing.
Well,
marriage,
I
yeah.
guess for some people it's easier to find the one than others, right?
I suppose. Well, I think that there's also an epidemic of like too much choices and too much options, and people are having a harder time settling on things because.
Always something better out there.
Right. There's that thought of like, oh, I can always do better, you know?
I think in this area especially, like, people have inflated expectations of like their own life, you know?
Right.
You know, and that makes it harder to date, I think.
Yeah. Well, what do you mean by that? Like
You kind of what you guys were just saying, like always thinking you could get something better, you know, and not like working with what you have. Like, I don't know. I'm just speaking out of my, you know what, but
I know what you mean though, man. Like,
yeah.
well, I noticed that actually with a lot of people in entertainment. They're like a lot of them are really bitter and jaded because they
Yeah.
feel like they should have
The
more.
ego, yeah.
Yeah, and it's just like, I don't know, nobody like promises you anything, you know. You kind of just whatever. I don't know. I have a really strong relationship with God, so I just feel like whatever I get is from God, and I have to just be grateful for it.
Do you like pray about your roles and stuff like that and getting in?
I
moving
do,
forward?
yeah.
Yeah,
Like if
that's
there's a
cool.
role I really want, I'll pray. But I always try to say like, you know, if it's your will, because
God's not your celestial butler, right?
right,
Yeah.
right.
And I know we have different religions, but you know, we talk about how all different religions have the same themes and kind of say the same message in a way.
You're religious?
I am religious, yeah.
Really cool.
Yeah.
Like you're Christian, I assume?
Yeah, I'm Christian, yeah.
Nice. And have you always been like religious and?
I grew up in a Christian house or a Catholic family, but I wasn't always super religious. Like growing up, I kind of thought it was BS because it was shoved down my throat a little bit in school and stuff. But then I later on discovered it, you know, kind of in high school, a little more, I'd say. Yeah.
Was there an experience that brought it out for you?
Oh gosh, going deep already. Yeah. I asked a priest once, and I was like, "Can you just like explain it to me?" Because I always thought it was like just kind of hard to fathom God. You know, like, how could that be possible? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm kind of like a scientist. I'm kind of like a scientist the way I think of this stuff.
Right.
Because a lot of scientists are atheists because they believe in like atom theories and stuff like that. But I don't even know where I was going with that. But
You asked the priest. You're like,
yeah, oh yeah, the priest kind of explained it to me. He was like, you know, like you kind of got to look around a little bit and understand like God's in the people around you. No, you don't look up, look around. You know, that was kind of the thing he taught me.
That's a great answer.
Yeah, and that's kind of how I finally understood it. I was like, oh, the opportunities that I've gotten in my life, that's God. Or this certain person walking into my life at this time, that's God. You know, stuff like that. I am a believer in that. I don't think stuff like that just happens, you know?
No, yeah, I agree.
That the part that you said, good fortune, how you collect good fortune by doing good by others, and I feel like not even good by others, like doing good by yourself as well. It seems like to go a long way because I believe in cause and effect.
Mm-hmm.
So like whatever causes you create, you kind of get the effect now or later in life.
Right.
So that's how you accumulate good karma, as you were saying, right?
Right.
But yeah, that's a great point
Yeah.
that you both bring out, like on.
It's
How?
kind of like it's like cosmic cause and effect
Yes.
almost, right?
Yeah, yeah. Whatever you put outside in the world is what you get back.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I like to think about it.
Mm-hmm.
But that's all I got on that.
I want to keep going into acting. What was your
Oh, sure.
favorite project you ever worked on?
Well, there was
Or
this
talk
one
about the experience. Sorry, go ahead.
this one vertical I did. It was called Dangerous Blind Wife. It was so like ridiculous the amount of setups we had. This script, it was probably like 3 hours long, and maybe like 2.5. And there was just one thing after the other. Like, and we filmed it all in like 2 weeks. And we would do I had to do a scene where I was like diving into a river and like saving this girl from drowning.
Oh my
And then later we would be like doing a fight to the death next to an open grave. And then like
Oh wow.
the next day it was like I was in a disguise, like in a hospital. And like it was just all this crazy stuff.
Yeah.
One thing after the other. It was ridiculous. When I see it, like I ran into the director of that one on another vertical I did. And she was like, have you ever like been on another thing like that? And we just had a moment like, that was so crazy. You know? Like,
So would you say that was one of the craziest set experience you've had?
definitely. Because it was just so much bizarre stuff, like in all these weird setups. Yeah. But yeah.
So go ahead. No, go ahead. I was just.
That
thinking
was
out
like
too
that
loud.
was the most fun in terms of like I think they're all fun though. You know, you kind of like have that family aspect, and it's like last day of summer camp at the end, like, oh, we're gonna stay in touch forever. Like you really
Yeah.
like bond over those 2 or 3 weeks that you're filming, you know?
Yeah, it's like being on a team and then the team that wins, unless you don't film, right? But if you finish and you wrap, then you win, right? It's like being on a team that never loses. That's kind of how I look at it. 'Cause I play
That's
sports,
cool. Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, that's what's cool about production, and I think that I've discovered that too in my experience working in this space. I really like that part of it. Like we're all working together to make this happen.
Yeah.
But no matter what your role is, if you're the sound guy, the
light.
yeah,
light guy, yeah.
whoever, the AD, the set dresser, everybody's involved, you know?
Right.
So I want to ask
And
you
the
about the
wind is
vertical industry. Where do you think these writers and directors and platforms specifically are trying to go with these, stories? Like you said, you had that crazy experience where they're doing all those different scenes. Where are these platforms? Why are they doing that? And what are they trying to do with these verticals?
Well, I think that they're trying to make money for sure. All this money just dumping into LA, and like you see the amount they film like 50 of these a month, and like each of the budgets is like $250,000. Like that's like millions and millions of dollars a month. It's like it's
I know,
hard.
it's crazy how much money's going into these things. It's
And
like
are they really making that much off them? I don't know. They must
I
be.
think so.
You
Yeah.
think?
Well, why would they keep making more? If
Right,
they weren't, right. Like something's got to be
Yeah.
clicking.
Who are the fans though? Because I don't know any fans.
From
That's
what I
why-
understand,
yeah.
it's like actually here's more of a female audience, but it is generally equal, I think. But
Oh,
but I
really?
heard it was like middle-aged female audience. Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know
Yeah.
because
I was curious about that too, because movies, they have the big premiere and you go, you see it.
Yeah.
They have the promos going. Verticals, there are not really any promos or anything. You just see them.
do some of them do that though? I think some of the bigger ones probably do that. But
Premieres?
that is true. They're like a little like
Yeah.
like a playback or
or like
something.
a promo or like
Yeah,
promoting that.
Oh, like a vertical Oscars too. Like
Oh, really?
Yeah, this one girl who I played the lead with her in one, and she was the lead in this other one. She won like best vertical for that one.
Oh, nice.
Oscar
Yeah.
for verticals.
Yeah, it was like an Oscars like
We should
ceremony.
host that here. That'd be so sick.
It
That'd be
would be,
so
right?
cool, dude. We have to make that happen.
Yeah.
Oscar for verticals here.
Wow.
I've gotten like reviews of them too. Like there's like accounts on Instagram that like are like they're like big vertical fans, and they'll like do a whole write up, and it's quite eloquent.
I think I saw one of those. That they like write them about your characters, right?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
What do they
yeah.
say? They just get a detail about like what you do. and
Yeah, they're like
everything.
real like fans of the story and the characters. It's cool, man.
Yeah. I mean, do you watch them personally?
I've if I can like, because they won't send them to you all the time, right?
Mm.
So the ones that I've gotten a hold of, I watched. You know what's funny actually? the one I did, it was called Unraveling the Son-in-Law. They always have these.
Those titles just get me every time. Oh my god.
Unraveling the son-in-law.
The titles.
Unraveling the son-in-law.
Yeah. Anyway, this one. Oh man, yeah. Like have you seen some of the titles that are so bad that you'll just
I've seen them. Yeah.
It's just like impregnated by my professor daddy, and like it's just like downright pornographic.
No, I know it's borderline.
Yeah,
but
Yeah, sorry, go ahead. You're
clicks,
yeah.
I guess
is what?
whatever gets the clicks.
I guess so, man.
Yeah.
Well,
But there's
this
a lot
one,
of romance, right?
yeah. Apparently, I was talking to this one producer who said like, as much as they want to do more cool, fun stuff, it's always comes back to the romance ones.
Those cheesy rom-coms.
Mhm.
They're trying to make it more cheesier than the usuals, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god. How's the script writing though, by the way?
My
Because you're
right?
right. I mean, you're
yeah.
a writer yourself, so when you compare this to regular films and movies,
Well, I mean, the writings, you can always tell when you have an audition, and like if you're helping a friend do their audition, you can tell within like 1 or 2 lines that it's a vertical, because they just all have that same kind of sound and feel to them. So, I mean, I guess that's good. Familiarity is a good thing if you have a market and they like it, but it's definitely different than a regular movie the way it's written. Oh, I want to tell this story about Unraveling the Son-in-Law. So this one kind of went viral. It got like 6 million views or something.
wow.
jeez.
Yeah, and I was in Turkey, in Istanbul. This guy at a restaurant, he's like sitting at this table. He's like, "I'm sorry, I keep staring at you, but like you look so familiar. Are you an actor?" Like, and I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "I think I saw you." I was like, "Yeah, it's probably this
No
thing."
way.
And he's like, and then again, we were in Azerbaijan, like getting even more further out and more random. And this guy came up to me. He's like, "Are you this guy from the thing about the son-in-law and stuff?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's me."
No way.
Yeah.
You're getting globally recognized for the Unraveling the Son-in-Law. No way. That's so sick,
crazy.
actually.
Yes.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is cool. Yeah,
That's kind of like your
life's
Hollywood
fun.
experience in your life. huh?
Right. Well, that's like these verticals are to me like a kind of a miniature version of Hollywood, like
Yeah.
the way it would be for like a big star. It's like
It's interesting.
you have all these different like
Yeah.
you got to make choices. Am I gonna do this one? Am I gonna do that one? It's
Yeah,
like,
I've only done one as an actor, and I remember she asked me to do it, and I literally just started acting. And she knocked on my door. She's like, "Hey, I have a little speaking line of vertical series next week. Can you do it?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, send me an email." I tried to act all cool because I didn't want to I didn't want to seem all available. I was like,
Yeah.
in my head, I'm like, "Oh, let me think about that. Yeah, I'm free." So I did it, and we were gonna shoot, and then somebody got COVID. But it was kind of a blessing in disguise because it gave me a little more time with the script. It was only a couple lines anyways, but we shot it here downtown actually, and it was cool. It was such a cool experience, like
Yeah.
way outside of my comfort zone, and like definitely made me a way better actor. And like I want to just do so many more. It's so
right.
fun.
Yeah, it's great
Yeah.
practice. Like you're going to set every day and like just
And I don't
banging out
care.
these
Like
lines.
people say like, "Oh, it's cringy," all this stuff. Working is not cringy.
Yeah.
Like booking roles is not cringy.
No.
Like, who cares what people, like, have you dealt with that a little bit with the,
Yeah.
the cringiness of all the son-in-law unraveling?
Yeah, definitely everything
You know?
for sure. Like, yeah, a friend of mine who's like, he's actually a pretty big producer, and he was like, he like pulled me aside, he's like, "Dude, you shouldn't be posting this stuff on your Instagram. Like, it's like, you
Are
know."
you serious?
He's like, "I know it's addictive," and I'm like, "Oh, hey, you said it, not me." But he's like, "But it's just not serious." But like, I don't know, I disagree. Like, I just think that work is, like you said,
Yeah.
like working is cool, and like
Yeah.
showing the world that you're like working is not a bad thing, I don't think.
Yeah, and if you're playing different roles, then how is that a bad thing? If it's not like, I think of it kind of like as the minor leagues, and then there's the major leagues.
Right.
You got to work your way up, and like some of them are going to be big. I can tell you that, and
Yeah.
I can tell you that like big platforms like Netflix and Peacock. I think they'll probably start doing verticals eventually.
Think you're right.
I think so for sure. But I
I'd
don't
just
know.
be
It's
curious what it
interesting to
looks
see where it goes.
Yeah.
The romance part of it is interesting too. But yeah, it seems like they always go back to that. Huh? They can't ever break that.
I think that what you're saying is kind of that sort of existed in some form or another throughout the history of the entertainment industry. Like, there's always been movies, and then there was like soap
Yeah.
operas in the 80s, or there was like in the 60s, it was like TV was like such a lesser thing.
Yeah.
And
It's almost like an appreciation for soap operas,
right.
which is kind of
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
And it's a mass distribution of soap operas. And I don't think soap operas were big in the last 10, 20 years.
No,
like,
they
at
haven't
all.
been big for a while. But
Yeah.
they were huge. Like back in the day, they were
Do you know when they got, I don't really know the history.
like around the time the internet came out, they sort of died out.
Hmm.
But prior to that, like, you know, I mean, you look at all the stars that got their start and soaps, like it's like crazy.
Do you like dramatic acting?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, the most fun I ever had acting was a war film that I did.
Oh, cool.
That was so cool. Like they gave us the guns and we did like the training
That's
and then
sick.
put like dirt all over us. You're just
Yeah.
like totally in it and you're like sweating and stuff too. So it feels so real.
Oh, wow. You're like really sweating.
Yeah.
Okay, my question. Crying on camera. How did you learn that, or has that been interesting? Do you like crying on camera, or have you done a lot of emotional?
crying on crying?
That's
Do you
a
have a
great
lot of
question.
emotional scenes? A lot. Have you done a lot of that?
I love this question actually because like it's one of those things that I feel like when I was younger watching actors, I was like, how the hell do they do that? You know, it's like,
Yeah.
but then it's like my buddy and I started acting at the same time, and we were kind of comparing notes on like how the crying was coming along, you know?
Yeah.
And I remember I got this text from him one time. He's like, dude, I had to do a scene where I was crying with an Australian accent on mushrooms, and I did it. I was like, that's a lot of stacking stuff going on there, man. Like, that's impressive, you know?
Like, mate.
But yeah, man. I just can't,
Brother.
the walls are melting, mate. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Jeez.
But yeah, no. I think once I was like worried about it, and then once it happened, it was just easy after that. It's like once it's like a block that you break through, and then you're good. You're on the other side of that. You know what I mean? And it's quite cathartic because I think as men we're really told not to cry from a very young age. You know,
For sure.
and so you spend so long building that muscle. Like, no, I'm not gonna cry. I'm tough. You know.
Yeah.
And then but I always would cry during movies, like, you know, not even like during like sad movies or emotional. Like,
Yeah.
just sometimes I'd be so moved by
Yeah,
like the
same.
visual
Yeah.
and everything. There's like
There's
this
this one dog movie where the dog dies, and I just
I know
gets
which
me
one
every
you're-
single time.
The,
It's
the one
like
that waits outside the train
Buster
station.
or something. Yeah, I don't know what it's
I think
called.
there's a movie that there's a dog that
It's the
waits for his
saddest. It's the
master.
saddest movie ever. The dog dies, and it's
Oh,
sad.
that sounds sad. Yeah.
Yeah, it's sad.
Forrest Gump was kind of sad
Really
a little
sad,
bit
yeah.
too.
Oh yeah.
It's
Yeah.
Yeah.
the happy sad too. Yeah.
But speaking of booking roles, how do you have an agent or do you just?
I do. Yeah.
Okay.
I have a theatrical agent and a commercial agent, and then I also have a regional agent. I'm trying to get more regional agents because those are good. Like the more people you can have kind of advocating for you, the better.
Nice.
So I
Like
want
a
to get
different
one.
market. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I want to get one like Canada because
Oh,
you know I
Canada.
have my citizenship there, and
Oh, cool.
get one in like whatever New York, and they film a bunch in like the Southwest, like Texas and New Mexico and stuff.
What are
so.
some cool locations you've shot at? Like New York? Have you ever shot there?
Yeah, I shot in New York.
Really?
That was really cool. Yeah,
Where in New York did you shoot?
we were filming like out on the street. It was
Oh,
amazing.
that's so cool.
Yeah, I was like, how are we allowed to do this? It was really cold.
No permits needed?
No.
Oh, it was
They
just
said
like,
as long as you're not like disturbing people and your gear isn't like in the way, then you're allowed.
Wow.
Yeah. I know
the
it gave
rules
me
are
ideas.
probably way
I'm like,
more lax there than they are here, I bet.
I think so. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I've heard here you
You
can't
have to
do
like
that
pay
at
to
all.
shoot on a street, I think, a public street.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
thousands of dollars. So what are some other cool locations inside of New York?
Well, let's see here. We filmed in Balboa Park down in San Diego.
Oh,
Have you
that's
ever been
a
there?
sweet place.
It's pretty cool,
yeah,
right?
It's
I think I've been there, yeah.
Balboa
Yeah.
Park. It's pretty beautiful. It's
Yeah,
nice, I
very
like it,
beautiful. Yeah.
Nice. Did they get you a hotel and everything?
No,
No?
I had to
Oh.
drive back. But then I don't know. I filmed a movie in Japan. That was pretty cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
What movie was that?
It was about professional snowball fighting. It was a comedy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was like a mockumentary, like
Oh,
similar
cool.
to the one you were describing. Yeah.
Nice.
And then I did one also in Nigeria, in
Ooh.
Africa. That was pretty cool.
In Nigeria. What
Yeah.
was that?
That was a romantic comedy
Oh,
about a
wow.
guy who he goes back to Nigeria to meet his fiance's parents for the first time, and then they don't like him because he's like a white dude from
That's
America.
you?
Yeah, that's me. Yeah, it's funny, man. It was
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
So do you Does your wife act too?
She used to, but she's more like, well, she's more into fashion now. She works at a wedding, like a bridal company.
Oh, cool.
And she's one of the top salespeople in the country, actually,
wow.
which is pretty cool.
Oh,
and
really?
so, yeah, so she's like moving up to the company. She really likes it.
Nice.
But yeah, but I want to get her into this actually, podcasting.
Oh, cool.
Because like everyone she meets, is why she's such a good salesperson. Everyone she meets is just like so fascinated by her, and they're just hit it off instantly, have these great conversations. So like, I think that's like podcasting. I want to get you guys over there with the gear, man. You know?
Yeah, sure. We can do it. Yeah, anytime. We'll be there. Yeah.
Okay, sweet. Yeah, we'll film it in my living room.
We can do it. Cool, this is a mobile set. We'll be there and say the word, man.
All right. Right on. Let's do it.
Let's talk about, how did you meet your wife?
This is a great interview, by the way.
Thank you.
I was like kind of like I jumped into the story because I'm like, we gotta fill an hour here. Like I gotta get the stories going. But like, no, this is flowing, man. You guys got like a lot of good questions.
Thank you. Yeah.
How did I meet her?
Yeah.
We met in we tell people that we met either in a secret society or in a meditation group.
Oh, you lie about it.
Well, technically those are both true because Alcoholics Anonymous is a secret society.
Oh, secret society.
And the meeting we met at had a 5-minute meditation before the meeting started.
Cool.
So it was a really cool meeting.
That's
The
beautiful.
Rainbow Room, which is like a bar on Sunset where they used to have like raucous rock and roll parties in the 70s. And there's all these like famous people sign their name on. And anyway, there's just been so much debauchery has happened in this room. And now there's an AA meeting in there. Ozzy Osbourne used to go to it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Oh, I just gave up his anonymity. Oh, he's dead. I think it's okay. Sorry for blowing your anonymity, Ozzy, wherever you are.
But that's
Do you guys know who Ozzy Osbourne is?
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
yes,
Okay, good.
yes. That's the reference we do get.
Oh, okay, good.
But well, tell us more about your filmmaking experience. Like you said, you're a filmmaker too, and you're also a writer. Like, have you worked on certain projects where you've been directing or maybe writing or maybe?
Well, I haven't directed in quite a while, but I got this short film. Actually, I want to produce it with Henry.
Oh,
So that's the next thing coming up. And then I have this script that I wrote that's kind of similar to the one I did in Africa that I can do with the same production company and get the same distribution deal. And then, so that kind of helps get the funding going. And that's the hardest, one of the hardest parts is funding and distribution are the hardest parts. So that's kind of, I wrote this script and now that's the next thing I'm going to.
so how do you sell your script?
Well, how I'm trying to sell this one is how I'm going to sell it is by getting different territories of distribution together. So I'll be able to hopefully get the Nigerian one. That's kind of the one that's looking the most likely because of the previous film I did and whatever, the relationships I have there. And then you just try to get all these different territories, like get a distribution deal for whatever, Latin America, Eastern Europe, whatever the case may be. And then you can kind of get a little bit of money from each one and then piece it together into the full budget. And then,
Oh, wow. So how did you learn more about distribution?
Well, I just have kind of been noticing that that's sort of what the whole industry hinges on, and having made films and had them not go anywhere, I realized that was the hardest thing. Like writing a film is hard.
Let's go to your worst experience on set.
Oh, okay. Worst experience on set. Well, I was doing this one movie and there was like a bunch. I had to like give a speech in front of a bunch of people and like it was just everybody was like really like making jokes and like kind of I don't know. It was like one of my first times ever acting too.
Oh, where you were the speaker and there was a lot of background for your
yeah,
scene,
and they were all like just bored and like joking around, but I was getting like really glitched out and I was just like it was making me like
it was
more
making it
uncomfortable.
hard to remember the lines.
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Kind of that moment where you're like, "What's my line again?" Like,
yeah. It's like public speaking is I don't know. It's got to be one or the other. Like either you're acting or public speaking.
but you got through it and it was good.
Yeah, it was decent. Yeah.
But that was a tough experience because everybody was chatting around when you were trying to memorize your lines.
Yeah, and
Gotcha.
And everyone was like watching. There would be a take, and there would be like, you know, there was like 50 people like watching me for this take. So it was just
Oh
like,
my God.
and
yeah,
it was like
that's
one of my first times ever acting. So it was just
Oh
like,
my gosh.
yeah,
That's cool.
That probably would have been nerve-wracking a little bit.
it was, yeah, it was nerve
That's such a good experience though, right?
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah.
If you think of it that way, because it like made, you know, whatever doesn't hurt you makes you stronger, right?
For sure. Talk about self-taping.
Jesus.
Well, I just upgraded my setup. I got like a really nice DSLR because
Okay.
I was like, what am I doing wrong here? You know, like I gotta. So this is like now a better like capturing like my appearance like more as you would see it like actually, and less like it's on a video. So I'm trying to up because everything is self taping now. It's just like,
So you do a lot of self-tapes.
yeah, I do like probably 10 a week,
10 a week.
That's a lot.
mostly
Wow.
verticals. Yeah.
Mostly verticals.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well-
So and then I'll. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say that I'll just so I got like the lights, got my new camera now, which is great, and then like a nice Zoom microphone, get good audio, very important too. And then I'll just have my computer there with my lines on one side and the FaceTime with my friend on the other side, whoever it is, and then I just kind of have like a teleprompter right there, and I'm like, just bang them out. I'll just do them all right then and there.
That's a sweet setup.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
cool. Thanks.
I think he told me this app called Cold Read.
Hmm.
And
Have you seen that app?
I think I heard about
Cold
it. Yeah.
Read and
It's like it turns it into a teleprompter, and then you can record the other lines,
Right.
and then it just when you say it, it listens, and then as soon as you stop saying your lines, the cold read will say the lines.
Oh, that's how it works. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you use it?
I do use it. Yeah, it helps a lot. Even when you do book a role, that helps a lot for me because I can go through it and just read it and then use it and then not look at it and then hear it and do it like that.
Right. Did it take a while to figure out how to use it? It sounds
I still can
a little
figure it out.
complicated.
No,
yeah.
it's really easy actually. You just put in the line. So you get your script, you put in the line as myself, and then you put the next line in as I think it says reader or
Mhm.
yeah, reader.
recording it both times.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. So it knows what your line sounds like, so it knows when it's over.
Correct. Yeah.
Oh, cool. I should get that.
It's really good. Like for you basically could use it as your teleprompter.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool.
But if do you use a reader for all your auditions?
Yeah, I have like a few different friends. I'll like cycle
Just
through whoever's
friends that
available.
you know?
Yeah, yeah, like other actors or like
That's cool.
just people I met. Yeah,
You think that's really important?
I think so. Yeah.
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 makes it look more real, right?
Sound more real.
I think so. Yeah.
Well, how do you do it with FaceTime? Like he's on FaceTime, you're over here.
Yeah, like it's like the camera is like right here,
Yeah.
and then the FaceTime is like on that side of the camera.
Uh-huh.
The screen's like behind the camera,
Okay.
and then the lines are right here, and then I have my mouse in my hand, so I can like scroll through the lines, scroll down with it, and then and then I just can like you should have like because usually there's two different people you're talking to in a scene, so you should have like a couple different perspectives you're looking to give it like a little more.
So you set your perspectives per how many people are in the script.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, try to.
And do you track your auditions and your percentages of how many times you book it and stuff?
I used to, but
No, it's too much. I don't do
it's
that.
just I don't know. It can be discouraging too, you know, because
I was about to
Just
get to
putting them down
that.
one after another.
well, also like when if sometimes they'll ask you to upload it to YouTube and send it to them, and then
On private link or something.
yeah, on a private link, and then when I go through and look at those, like a lot of times they never even watched it. So it's like you got to wonder like what percentage of your auditions don't even get watched, you know? It's kind of like
So how do you deal with rejection then?
um
For someone who's like, who wants to pursue acting or who wants to book more roles, how would you deal with rejection?
I think that you just have to have thick skin, you know. You have to like I remember I had this audition like right after I started acting, and it was a really great audition for a TV show. Have you ever done these INSP channel things? Like they're constantly casting. They're like these cowboy shows.
I think I've seen that, but I have never auditioned for that now.
Okay, yeah, I did like a bunch of self tapes, but I had this one where they like reached out to me, like you're perfect for this role and this look and blah blah. And I did the audition, and I was like, you know, I thought I did a good job, but probably who knows if I did. But I was just like checking my phone like all week. I was like, and then of course I didn't get it, and I was like, man, that was like my wake up call real early that I cannot be. I just send it in, it's done, forget about it, move on. Otherwise, you'll just torture yourself, you know?
So you just got to build that system, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, it's
Gotcha.
just like a building like a muscle in your brain, really, like anything.
Nice. And then, so are you trying to book more stuff right now?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, just
Verticals?
verticals and whatever else, and focusing on this feature length film and getting it funded. That's a big focus as well. Because I feel like you have to have something you're making on your own in addition to the work of hoping to get picked for stuff. Because it's just you'll just go crazy if you're putting all your eggs in that basket. Whereas if you spend a lot of your time also making your own stuff, then you're for sure gonna win with that because you're in charge of it, right?
So growing up in Canada, did you ever think you'd become an LA actor?
It's funny. My sister and I used to play this like fortune telling game with this like little piece of paper.
Yeah,
You know the
no,
one?
yeah, you can move it around. Yeah, and I
Yeah.
know what you're talking about. Yes.
Yeah, and like the best like so there'd be like 5 places to live, 5 jobs, 5
Yeah,
types of houses,
yeah.
and it's like the best job was always like actor, and like Beverly Hills was always
Yeah.
like the best place, or like
Yeah.
LA. And I don't know, just I guess that like I guess playing that game, I thought there was some chance that it could happen, you know?
Oh, okay.
And so, but it was like when I would tell people in high school, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna live in Hollywood and be an actor, they'd be like, yeah, right. Like this is Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, dude. Like it doesn't get any further from Hollywood, you know? But hey, if you believe and
So you're living the dream.
I guess I am living
Yeah,
my dream.
yeah,
Yeah,
living
it's
the
an
dream.
important reminder. You're right.
So, but let's just say, if you had to wake up tomorrow and not be an actor, who would you be?
Oh, that's a cool question, man.
Or what would you be doing if you weren't an actor?
Yeah.
That's kind of what his question is.
I would probably. This is another thing I shouldn't say on camera, but whatever. I'll just say it. I've always wanted to work for the CIA.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's cool.
yeah.
I want to work for the FBI with some security stuff too. So I kind of like that stuff, honestly.
Really?
That'd be my
We
like.
should go out there
weird
together.
passion.
We'll drop our resumes off.
Let's just make a film about it. I think that's our best shot.
Okay,
there.
you're probably
That's
right,
probably
yeah.
the closest we'll ever get to it.
Little vertical coming in.
Yeah, vertical, yeah.
FBI.
What was it? Was CIA, FBI crossover, CIA vertical something?
Right? Yeah,
2 agents go rogue.
yeah. 2 brothers like apply and whatever. Yeah.
No, that's crazy. And why CIA though?
Well, I just I don't know. I was like friends with these guys in Toronto that were like they worked for CSIS, which was like Canada's CIA, and I don't know, just seeing like being like close to it was like, oh, this is actually like a real job and like I could do it. I could apply and I'd probably be good at it, And so and it's just cool, It's like you're like protecting the world and spy cool,
It's cool.
This is great.
Yeah. What about you? What would you do if you could like be anything other than like a film person?
I wish a lot of
He's
things.
not a film person.
I'm not a film person,
Oh.
I'm
but
a little bit more of a film
he's
person.
more. He kind of got me into it a little bit, as I was talking to you about, like before
Right.
the commercials. Like he was like, dude, check this out, 500 a day, and I'm
Well,
like,
in San Francisco, they have projects.
Yeah, they
so
had-
it's like you can work a project on the weekend, make some good cash,
yeah.
have fun.
And then
Yeah.
we were in college, and then we were like,
Yeah.
as college students, everyone's broke. So we were always trying to find ways to, hustle, make some money. And it was kind of interesting to be on these shoots and these commercials, the way they shot it, the cameraman and everything. That was super awesome. But
Yeah, it's a cool experience.
that was not something I started off with. We both were athletes. So my dream was to be a professional tennis player.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
So yeah, so that
Cool.
was the dream. But now I'm doing something else. Now we're pursuing this new adventure, this new
Yeah.
venture of podcasting.
Right.
So that's something I look forward to every time. When we have guests like you, it just makes it even more merrier for us to record. So that's about it. What about you?
Well, I wanted to be a professional golfer. Yeah.
Cool. That's what you played in college?
Honestly,
Yeah.
to be honest, I'd much rather be a professional basketball player than a professional golfer. That's my dream. When I was a kid, I played basketball like every day. Like I would be outside just shooting hoops for like hours before I started playing golf.
Oh.
So I love basketball, and that's like one of my favorite sports.
A golfer's career is much longer though. So
Yeah, but a basketball player, dude. I remember when I was doing that background role I talked about earlier, and I sat down in my basketball gear. This girl sat next to me, and she's like, "Where have you been my whole life?"
Oh, wow.
And I was like, "Why did I play golf?" I was like, "Golf? Out of all the sports you could play, golf?" I was like,
funny.
"Man, I chose a baller."
That's great.
But
It's
yeah.
hilarious.
Anyways, Roman, thank you so much
Yeah.
for coming on the podcast.
This was
man.
fun. Thanks
It
for
was
having me.
try to make it free flowing, try to get to know more about you, and you just add more value to our podcast. So thanks for coming out here tonight.
Yeah, no, this was great. We covered a lot of ground here.
Yeah, for sure. I would say, lastly, if you had one piece of advice to give to the young actors watching this right now, there's definitely actors watching this podcast, I know for sure. So what would you finish out with for advice to either keep going with the self-taping, your opportunity will come, or what is it, Roman?
I would say monitor the thoughts in your head and don't let any negative self-talk get in there. Because when just throughout the course of the day, I'll catch myself trying to say negative things to myself like at least 5 times. And that's just poison. You got to believe in yourself, believe in where you're going, believe in the possibility that can happen, and keep those thoughts positive.
Hell yeah. On that
right.
note,
Have a great week.
and a great weekend, everybody.
Right on.